Consequently, my family pride is inconceivable. I can't help it. I was born sneering. But I struggle hard to overcome this defect. I mortify my pride continually. Did I not, when all of the high-ranking officers of state resigned in a body because they were too prideful to serve under an ex-tailor, accept all their posts at once?
And the salaries attached to them?
Consequently, it is my degrading duty to serve as First Lord of the Treasury, Lord Chief Justice, Commander-in-Chief, Lord High Admiral, Master of the Buckhounds, Groom of the Backstairs, Archbishop of Titipu, and Lord Mayor, both acting and elect, all rolled into one. A poobah paid for his services. I, a salaried minion. I do it. It revolts me, but I do it.
And it does you credit.
And I do not stop at that. I go and dine with middle-class people on reasonable terms. I dance at cheap suburban parties for a moderate fee. I accept refreshments from any hands, however lowly. I even retail state secrets at a very low figure. For instance, any further information about Yum Yum would come under the head of a state secret. Another insult, and I think a light one. Young and despair likewise go to Yum Yum the fair. You must not woo, it will not do. I'm sorry for you, you very perfect ablutioner. This very day from school, Yum Yum will win her way and homeward come with the beat of drum and a rum-tum-tum to wed the Lord High Executioner. And the brass will crash and the trumpets bray and the carter dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
And the brass will crash and the trumpets bray and the carter dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
It's a hopeless case, as you may see, but in your case, away I plea. But don't blame me, I'm sorry to be of your pleasure a diminutioner. Till vow their pact extremely soon. In point of fact, this afternoon, her honeymoon with that buffoon at St. Clements is so and the brass will crash, and the trumpets bray, and the carter dash on the wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
And the brass will crash, and the trumpets bray, and the carter dash on their wedding day. She'll toddle away as Oliver with the Lord High Executioner.
I journeyed for nearly a month, just to learn that Yum Yum, whom I love so dearly, is to be united to Coco this very day.
But here he comes, equipped as suits his station. He will give you any further information.
A personage of noble rank and title, a dignified and potent officer, whose functions are particularly vital. Defer to the Lord High Executioner. Defer to the noble Lord, to the noble Lord, to the Lord High
taken from the county jail by a set of curious chances, liberated then on bail, on my own recognizances, wafted by a favoring gale, as one sometimes is in trances, to a height that few can scale, saved by long and weary dances, surely never had a meal, under such like circumstances, so adventurous a tale, which may rank with most romances, taken from the county jail, by a set of curious chances, surely never had a male, so adventurous a tale.
Defer to the Lord High Executioner. Defer to the noble Lord, High Executioner. Bow down to the Lord High Executioner. Defer to the noble Lord High
Gentlemen, I am much touched by this reception. I can only hope that by strict attention to duty I shall ensure a continuance of those favors which it will ever be my study to deserve. And if I should ever be called upon to act professionally, I am happy to think that there will be no difficulty in finding plenty of people whose loss will be a distinct gain to society at large. As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got to lift a list of society offenders who might well be underground and who never would be missed, There's the pestilential nuisances who write for autographs, of people who have flabby hands and irritating laughs. The man who sits beside you on the plane and wants to talk, whose jabbering inspires you to stop him with the sock. Your auntie with the mustache who insists on being kissed, I don't think she'd be missed, I'm sure she'd not be missed.
He's got to run a list, and I don't think she'll be missed, I'm sure she'll not be missed.
The weatherman, the lawyer, and the gossip columnist, I marked them on the list, they're right here on the list. TV preachers, poker cheaters, and the pro sports analyst, they never would be missed, I've got them on the list. All the loudmouths who host chat shows and the guess who's on them too. Politicians like that one guy and the other you know who. Teenagers who don't speak with headphones stuck inside their ears, but who email, text, and Twitter to the world their hopes and fears. And our country's anthem singers who pathetically persist. They'd none of them be missed. They'd none of them be missed.
He's got them on the list, and then none of them be missed, none of them be missed.
The uniform enforcer who inspects your shirt and shoes, he wears an iron fist, Seidel is on the list. All funny fellows, comic men, and Facebook criticists, they'd none of them be missed, that leech is on the list. And the man who lives from meal to meal, his wife does all the work. It's awfully hard to eat it all, says Isley with a smirk. And my musical director who did dream to cast a star, he didn't get one this time, he got me, so there you are. But worst of all, that teacher who's a novice lyricist, I don't think he'd be missed, so I've got him on the list.
You may put them on the list, and none of them be missed,